Okay.
That was just a shadow of the bookshelf, Tyler.
Well, okay, Thomas. So,
he lost his mind, and he's still making millions, making bags.
off of this shit, he's still making millions off of this shit.
Still making millions because they run multiple charities and stuff, and still promote itself to this day.
Oh,
What are they holding?
Dancing. Whoa. Is that a
What are they
breakdance?
holding in their hand, though? They're like, they constantly show something to the camera, and I swear it looks
It's
like money.
probably a one-way ticket to Uganda. Is that where it was at?
Oh, they're handing them out?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that way you can be part of his army. Then you just grab you when you land.
what are they holding?
I'm telling you.
Look at
tickets
this
to
kid.
Africa.
This kid's
That's
going
like the
to.
beans
This is
kid,
going to be
right?
an upskirt shot. This is going to be an upskirt shot. Yep, there it was.
He tried to peek.
Yeah, that's what I got on that. Jason Russell.
Okay.
Whoa.
What is
Karen.
happening?
Karen is
These are Karens.
leveling up, baby.
This is Karen.
What are they holding? I got to figure this out.
Yeah, check out the music video. It's so shitty.
That car's going to kill those kids.
That's the
wanna see the rest of it.
anti
I
Cody
wanna
car.
see it.
It's going to plow
Keep
through
going.
it.
I still don't
Turn the light green.
I still don't see any black kids.
Or
I'm
Mexicans
tired of
or
all you
anything.
motherfucking San Francisco Karens clogging up the goddamn intersections. Get the fuck out of my
Rain.
way. I got to go to work.
Stay home. COVID-19. These are all people dancing at a board.
That's when a bunch of
Can't go to
Kony
school.
kids get killed by a car because they won't get the fuck out of the street.
Oh, that's bad.
We don't endorse like vehicle on person violence, but these people deserve it.
It depends.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
End the war.
Get out of the street. We don't need you to fucking tell everybody clogging up traffic.
Yeah.
All right.
That is
So,
it. We're done.
the man's
This
still
is-
making money, and he's still crazy probably. So,
Oh, I'm sure he's still crazy.
and hopefully no one endorses this fool because he's obviously, like you said, Thomas, he's just plucking at the strings of poor people of heart. He's plucking at those heartstrings, getting that
Yeah.
money rolling in.
Well, have you guys ever wondered where 420 came from?
Yes, I was wondering that today, but I didn't look it up.
Well, I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
yes.
And I also appreciate it. So it comes from 1971, where a group of 5 high school students in San Rafael, California, they used the term 420 as a plan to search for an abandoned cannabis shop or crop on like public land. And also, this sounds like the origins of Power Rangers. So they got a weed map from a grower who thought he was going to get busted. He was in like the Coast Guard, and they're like, you know what, you can harvest the crop for me. So they're like, 420, we're doing it. They called themselves the Waldos.
The Waldos.
Yeah, you know, they were just like the one of the
Yeah,
side
bro,
groups of
motherfucking
high
Waldos,
school.
man. We're fucking Waldo gang, man. We're gonna fucking go out there and dig up some nugs, bro.
Where is he?
So, you know, they met up every day at a statue. They're like, all right, man, Lewis 420, you know, we're going to be finding it. And
Let's go.
Eventually it caught on and it spread with everybody. And there's been many people who tried to claim it over the years, but apparently these guys have documentation.
Oh, wow.
They said themselves that, you know, when they met up to go find the weed, because they never found it, they're like, man, we were like the Jews in a desert. We just could never find what we were looking for.
So they're the originators.
They're the originators. You know,
I wonder how many other millions of people say they're the originators.
like the guys that made that cool stylized S in the 90s.
I bet Snoop Dogg also claims fame to they're the originators.
You think Snoop Dogg came out with 420?
No, I just bet he thinks he did.
Him,
I bet
probably Seth Rogen. They're like, we did it.
Seth Rogen.
I bet there's a ton of people that there's a ton of people that created 420. But they are the originators.
They are the originators, and they would like to sell their story for a movie deal, but they haven't found the right guy yet.
What
Smith
happened?
would
What
like
happened to
it.
make it a movie? Did anybody die? Did they have to fight drug cartel, Mexican cartel members, or something?
It's got a really good, like plot outline. You could just go crazy with it.
Apparently, you said they already made a movie, the Power Rangers movie, right?
Okay, the Power Rangers. So you should splice together 420 and Power Rangers. That would be amazing.
Meet my kids.
You got Zordon laying down on a crystal of green.
Fucking baked out of his mind.
Those damn Power Rangers, doinks.
Rangers, we must fight
No, Zordon's like the drug dealer.
has come back to Earth.
Zordon's the drug dealer.
Yeah.
I had to fight his terrible CGI monsters.
And Rita Repulsa
Rangers.
is like their grandmother trying to get them off the drugs.
Rangers, I need your help to dig up a crop on 420. Are you down? Are you down? Are you down?
Your grandma's walking in the basement.
Alpha 5 was a Mexican. He was the crop harvester. He was the harvester.
Rangers, we'll
He
get
was
this
the
down a
cartel
lot faster if we all link up.
Morphin' time!
Link up time.
Rangers, the Juarez cartel is after my tail. I need to take out them. They have killed snipers.
Rangers, it's the cartel. Link up. They just take out a whole
time.
just gun down the
imagine-
cartel with this huge cannon.
It's like the entire time they're like doing their power up. They just get mowed down.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Humvee comes over.
That's when the cartel think they're cool with their 50 cal mounted machine guns, and then this fucking huge robot just blasts down from outer space, lands on a couple of the trucks, and they pull out a sword off this fucking huge monster and just start slicing through pickup trucks and
But
just.
his fucking queer lord jumps down, uses his saber as a flute.
Yeah, no,
Summons his fucking
the green one, the Green Ranger shows up, but it's really just a DEA agent trying to bust him. So he
Yeah.
betrays him.
Oh man.
I am Tommy Oliver.
You kids are growing an illegal crop. You kids and your. This is turn. I
Dragon
feel like
shit.
my idea was turning into the big robot movie where they fight the kaiju.
Oh,
okay.
Pacific Rim Job.
Pacific Rim
yeah.
job, yeah.
All right,
They're
I'll
just
still
like
say-
they killed all the monsters, so now they just look for crop for the DEA, and they just stomp it down when they find it.
I don't know. Did you see the second movie?
Yeah, I like those
Yes.
movies.
You like? The
I like
second
them.
one? Wow.
I like them.
The second one was not as good as the first one.
No, because the only bad part about the second one is that they had some sort of weird pathological connection to the kaiju because they linked up, or the guy from the Sunny, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He
Charlie.
can tell them and talk to them and give away their open up portals and shit. I didn't like that part of the movie.
Do you like the third one?
There's a
not
third one?
They call it Atlantic Edge.
Angel has risen.
I'll just say Charlie Hunnam, he ruined 2 movies by taking Merlin over Pacific Rim 2.
I've never even
Yeah.
seen the Merlin. I never even seen it.
That
It's
King
terrible.
Arthur movie was
It's
not
King
that
Arthur.
great.
No.
It wasn't that good. But that was a wasn't that a Guy Ritchie movie also?
Was it?
Yes.
I don't
He
know.
made 2 bad movies. He did the King Arthur one, and then he did the Robin Hood one.
That
It's
Robin Hood
back-to-back.
movie was terrible.
Oh man.
Never seen
Yeah.
it. Never seen it.
All right, so the bowmen, they're going through the city with their bows pulled back, like their AR-15s, inside buildings with the bows pulled back.
It's so fucking stupid. They're tactical fucking archers.
Yeah, you got to have that
don't work
thing.
that way.
You got to have that bow in the ready, dude, to let that
They think
arrow
clearing
fly.
buildings with your
That thing
arrow
has at least a
pulled back?
15-pound draw in there. They ain't holding that entire time.
Who
No.
is clearing buildings with archers? That's just tactically
The head
incorrect.
D.
That was the mod. That was the AR-15 of the day. That-
The heads were wrong on the bows. on
That
the arrows.
was their
Just
assault.
go through them.
That was their assault bow.
Can you
They had
imagine
a
going around
short-
a corner? You got a
There's
They had a
sword
short bow. They had a short bow that was like not as much draw. Didn't hit the doorways at the top.
The composite bow?
It was a wooden bow, but it was just short. It was short on everything, so you could maneuver. You had your mobility perk up. You know what I'm saying?
So it was like a
Yeah.
And after 10 kills, you get 10 more arrows in your quiver.
10. Oh, thanks. 10 kills. 10 kills would call in the wooden horse.
causing the Apaches.
Wait, you mean there's an Indian on the Roman side?
yes. You get horseback Apaches coming with their bows and arrows.
I like the wooden horse. And maybe 8 kills gets a wooden horse.
You call it a Trojan horse?
It just like slowly rolls on the map, like rolls into the map, and everybody's like,
imagine a wooden horse just rolls in and Apache Indians just come out with bows and arrows,
making like putty noises.
Was this Thanksgiving?
What would be the equivalent of the AC-130 gunship, though? Would that be like
a trebuchet,
a steam, like a Civil War steamboat? Somehow that'd
just be like tossing blankets with smallpox off a horse.
A fucking wyvern,
a hot air balloon with huge rocks that just fall from the hot air balloon. There's guys up there with just dumping rocks off of it on the people's heads.
It's throwing rocks
just
down.
the Hindenburg dumping rocks off.
Man. I actually heard that the drug cartel is having issues because of the coronavirus. They're not able to smuggle their drugs in as good anymore.
Oh, poor guys. I'm sorry. I hate it for them.
Because the borders are shut down.
They're still going to find ways to get it in, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
It's just part of I don't know how the news knows that the drug cartel is having issues importing drugs when the government's... It's a conspiracy. The government's allowing it.
The CIA is not able to like hijack some drugs and fund themselves. So
that's what the DEA's for. They can give you all those stats.
Ah, true.
But they're not making their money in drugs anymore anyways. They're making it in human bodies. Trafficking.
Yep.
But that might be another episode, or maybe that might not be an episode at all because we don't want to get our heads cut off. So,
no.
Because that might be a topic we shouldn't touch.
It's like that one guy in Tiger King, the Mexican dude that was the animal leader in Florida that was involved in the guy getting chainsawed.
What?
I missed that.
Which part of Tiger King was that?
It was the guy that was in Miami. He was like in episode 2 or 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. The guy who was a cartel got out.
Yeah, he's like, I just held the guy in place. I didn't actually cut his head off.
No, I was just there. I helped him burn the body.
Yeah, I just helped hold it. Yeah.
Now I did see a video when I was in the military.
And he was on a jet ski
of two guys, two rival gang cartel members get their head cut off by a chainsaw. You guys seen that?
Oh shit!
I've seen some pretty bad stuff. I just, yeah.
That one was gruesome.
Cartel
one guy
stuff
gets
is bad.
One guy gets his head cut off.
We need like a Judge Dredd character go down there and take care of it.
I am the law. Chainsawing them through them.
We just need all of our 80s action heroes to go down there and clean up.
The Expandables.
Just send an alien.
Yeah, we need them guys. I mean, they're basically Navy SEALs, but, you know.
Oh, Adrian, I don't know where I am.
Yeah, that chainsaw video was nuts. One guy got his head cut off, and blood went all over the other guy that's about to get his head cut off next. His bud just got his head cut off. His bud's blood all over him, and then they lay into that guy. And that chainsaw was ripping through. It wasn't even cutting through. It was ripping those heads off. It was wild. I don't...
Because you imagine the skin and blood would gum up in the chain.
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh.
It rips right through. You watching it, Thomas?
Oh, no.
Oh, I was going to say.
I was just reacting to the chainsawing people.
I could probably find the link for you guys if you want.
You don't have to.
I'll just go watch Scarface. I'm good.
Well, Chris, that was
I think
that was good info. That was good info for how 420 started. I bet some real potheads don't even know that.
They probably
I'm sure
do.
they don't.
I'm sure it's like a secret handshake type thing.
The dead drop dead weed heads probably don't even know that shit.
Initiated note that.
They don't even talk about that in Pineapple Express.
No.
Well, Alex,
now that's going to be a Seth Rogen movie about it in like 2 years.
It's like the Illuminati 420.
Just give us
Franco.
Just give us props. If they heard it here, just give us props. We don't want money. We just want to be on the map.
I'll take $1,000 though if you do it.
$1,000 won't do nothing for you, Chris. You'll be done with that in a week.
Yeah, well, it's better than no bucks.
You want
True.
the exposure from Seth Rogen and all his cronies. You want that exposure. That's
He'd be
worth
like,
more than
So I was
$1,000.
listening to this podcast and protect.
That's a good Seth Rogen laugh.